Question number 1. Please tell us about yourself. What are your interests and hobbies? Hi, my name is Sherlyn Panis Tiongson from Basay Negros Oriental, Philippines. I am a positive person who has an enthusiastic outlook in life. I love my job and I get a great sense of achievement from seeing my student grow and develop as individual. I am someone who implements effective behavior management process in the classroom and strive myself with an ability to continually develop both personally and professionally. I love to read books, sing, dance, and bake cakes and pastries. Number 2. Are you involved in extracurricular activities that you could coach or supervise? Yes. I was a coach in a readathon in English and Filipino contest in our school, and I was also a troop leader in grade 5 of an organization, Girl Scout of the Philippines. Number 3. Why did you decide to become a teacher for the subject for which you are applying? I decided to become a teacher because since I was young, it is really my dream to become a teacher, and I have this passion for teaching. I love kids and I want to help them grow as a good citizen in the future. Number 4. Are you currently employed as a teacher? Yes, I am currently employed as a teacher. 5. How many hours per day do you teach and how many days per week? I teach 8 hours a day and 5 days a week. Number 6. Describe your teaching experience. What subject have you taught and what grade level? In my 9 years of teaching experience, I've been teaching different levels, different grade levels. I handled grade 3 for 6 years, teaching all subject areas, and when I was transferred in Basay Central School, I handled grade 5, teaching social science and values education. Number 7. Describe other work experiences you have had beside teaching. I am the grade 5 chairman and at the same time the social science coordinator in our school. Number 8. Have you ever worked in the United States? If so, when, where, and why? No, I haven't worked in the United States. Number 9. What do you hope to be doing professionally 5 years from now? I love my job and I would be happy to work as a teacher for many years, but I hope to improve my teaching skills and be a good teacher in 5 years' time. Number 10. If I were to talk to several of your colleagues, how would they describe your personality? That I am a flexible, enthusiastic, committed, and dedicated to my work, a hardworking woman with a positive attitude towards my career and my life. Number 11. What would your students say about you? That I am tough but fun, a loving and a caring teacher because I care for my student and I want the best for them. Number 12. How do you prepare to teach your lesson? I have to be updated with the correct trends and strategies, and I'll make sure that my instruction are differentiated. I have to give various engaging and meaningful activities to my students depending on their individual needs. Number 13. What would your lesson plans include? So my lesson plan includes the following: the objectives, subject matter, the materials and the reference, the learning procedures, the evaluation, and last is the assignment if it is necessary. Number 14. Describe how would you teach reading to a class of 15 students with mixed abilities. So teaching students with mixed abilities needs creativity, time, and a desire in how a student learns best. So as a teacher, I have to be creative. I can give various engaging activities. I let them work as a small group or peer group, which consists of a fast learner and a slow learner, so that they can collaborate and help each other to achieve the learning goal and to ensure that no one gets left behind. Number 15. Describe how would you teach math to a class of 15 students with mixed learning abilities. So first thing to do is to identify first or know your students well and identify their weaknesses and strengths. And in giving activities, I can give them various engaging and meaningful activities so they can work in a small group or in a peer group to help each other depending on their individual needs, and so that they can develop their self-confidence, creativity, and collaboration or work to achieve the learning goal. Number 16. Think about the class that you have taught recently. Talk about 2 of the teaching strategies or methods that you use. So in my class, I use cooperative learning, and as a result, my students develop their self-confidence and enhance their communication and critical thinking skills. Second is I incorporate technology in my teaching, and I find it very effective because students are more actively engaged and learning becomes more interactive. Number 17. What methods do you use to grade or evaluate your students' progress? So this is how I evaluate my students following our standard grading system. Performance is 30%, quizzes 20%, periodic test is 20%, their project and output is 20%, assignment is 10% with a total of 100%. Number 18. If you use technology in your teaching, describe how you use it. Specifically discuss your experience using Smartboard and ways that you incorporate it in your lesson. So we are now living in the 21st century and technology is everywhere. So as a teacher, I have to be innovative and creative. So using technology in my classroom makes the learning more interactive and collaborative. So in presenting my lesson, I used video clips, photos, videos, and music. And this is an effective way to connect with my students of all learning style. And I find it very effective because my students are more engaged, active, and participative in my lesson. Number 19. If you have a students who are noisy and inattentive, share with us 2 ways you get them to be quiet and concentrate. So in dealing with this kind of behavior, the first thing to do is to stay calm and patient, because if you show patience, you are modeling a good behavior to your students. And I'll make sure that in the beginning of the class, I set the rules and the consequences on breaking those rules so that my students are guided and my teaching will be smooth and free from any disruption. So I will use attention grabbers. The first one is called call and response. Like when I say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, then they would answer 1, 2, eyes on you. And second is the handbell. Using a handbell, I train my students that when they hear the handbell, they will put their finger on their lip and make the shh sign. So after a few seconds, all of my students has their finger on their lips and they are seated quietly. So I've been using this for many years and I find it very effective and fun with my students. Number 20. Describe the most difficult problem you have had to deal with as a teacher and how did you solve this problem? So the most problem that I had faced is balancing the diverse learning needs of my student. But as a teacher, I have to be flexible to create the best learning experience. Number 21. Give one example to show that you are a flexible person and that you can make changes to your teaching methods if that is necessary. So one example is using technology in my teaching. So aside from using projector, I see to it that I had my visual aid so that in case of any problem like power interruption, I had my option to use my visual aid just to make sure that my class is not interrupted and my pupils will stay focused and engaged. Number 22. Is there anything you would like to add about your qualifications that we may not be aware of? During the Palarong in IR last 2017, I was the assistant coach of badminton girls for elementary. Number 23. Have you spoken to your family about going to the United States to teach? Is there anything such a family member that might object to your leaving home? Are you aware that your family members may not join you here until approximately 4 to 6 weeks after your arrival? Yes, I have spoken to my family about going to the United States to teach. My family is very supportive from the start of my application. And yes, I am aware that my family member may not be joining me until approximately 4 to 6 weeks of my arrival in the US. Number 24. Do you understand and accept that FACES is a 3-year program and after 3 years you must return to your home country? Do you agree to this? Yes, I understand and accept that FACES is a 3-year program and after 3 years I must return to my home country. And yes, I agree to this. Thank you so much for watching my video. God bless us all.